Hello everybody, I'll be doing a book review today. At last, I'll be reviewing Night Film by Marisha Pessl. Night Film is a psychological detective thriller published in 2013, and I've owned this copy for probably about a year now. Just this amazing cover just completely attracted me to picking it up, and you can just kind of see how iridescent it is, and just how eerie and spooky. It just makes you want to pick it up. It's absolutely gorgeous. Even the inside flaps are right here are beautiful. And so I've had this book on my shelf a long time, and it wasn't until a few months ago that a friend of mine on Instagram was posting that she was going to be reading this book, and I said, why don't we read it together? I mean, it's quite a long book. It would probably be fun to read this together and discuss it along the way. And so that's what we did, and it was probably one of the most enjoyable reading experiences I've ever had, because I've never done that before, where you got to just you both reading the book at the same time, discussing it, experiencing the same things at the same time. And that was a really, really, really cool experience. So this is an excellent, excellent book to read along with somebody else. This book is narrated by Scott McGrath, who is an investigative journalist, and he's been investigating this mysterious director named Stanislas Cordova. And he is known for making these really, really terrifying, culty horror movies. And he is never seen... Now, many years later, Stanislas Cordova's daughter Ashley is found dead and alleged to be a suicide. And this strikes a chord with Scott McGrath, and he wants to investigate this further because he believes something is seriously not right about this case. He seems to be the only person who is thinking this is more than just suicide. And so that's really where everything gets started, and he meets a couple comrades, and they help him in investigating this terrifying case. And they seem to uncover more than they probably want to. So I absolutely adored this book. My copy is about 600 pages, and I loved every page of it. It was so engaging and intriguing, and this dark world that Marisha Pessl paints is absolutely amazing. She just can completely immerse you in her little dark world. The way she describes certain scenes, or even throughout this book, a lot of Cordova's films are described in great detail, and they sound so real. You just want them to be real so you can watch them. And another perk about this book that even brings it more to life is it's interactive. You can if they're looking at a website, you can see the website that they're looking at, or what else is in here? Photographs. It's everything, and it was so cool. I've never seen that throughout an adult detective novel, and for this type of a book, I definitely think it works perfectly. Maybe other books, literary fiction, I wouldn't really want that, but for a book like this, I definitely think it added to it immensely. And I just loved the way that she writes this. It's so beautiful, and you just fall for these characters so much. You care for them, you want them to solve this case. If something happens to them, you are really upset. You want justice for these people. If you really want to read an amazing, terrifying detective novel that also has a lot of heart and great literary pieces, I can't recommend this book enough, and I look forward to seeing what Pessl has to offer in the future. So, highly recommend Night Film by Marisha Pessl.